So I've been needing to make this video for a long time. And so let's have this conversation. There are a lot of parents out here that are using the excuse about the transfer portal as to why their high school kid won't have a good chance of playing college basketball. So the elephant in the room has been the transfer portal. So let's discuss it. The transfer portal and or athletes transferring from one school to another, that's been in existence forever. That's been in existence forever. Athletes transferring schools and then wind up playing for somebody else. That's been going on forever. Coaches, the most successful coaches that you know, and I'll pattern myself taking the same game plan that the successful coaches that I know and have studied have done. They've always had a transfer or two on their program, on their team, in their program. Always. If the transfer is sitting out, if they're coming aboard, a lot of times you didn't know that they were sitting out because, or that they transferred because the rules, they had to sit out for a year. They just think, okay, like, where this guy come from? But athletes have been transferring since the beginning of time. So if my parents is making excuses, that's not an excuse as to why your athlete won't get recruited. Now let me break this down. The transfer portal is only really affecting like-minded or like athletic individuals. Meaning the transfer portal is only hurting Division I athletes and or Division II athletes that can play Division I. Because most athletes at a Division II are at a Division II because something happened academically and they couldn't go Division I. But the transfer portal is only affecting those individuals that are already Division I and now looking to go somewhere else Division I. If your athlete has not been sought out, right? If your athlete is a junior and or a senior, that's who we talking about. Because first they said the transfer portal, then they used COVID, kids getting their year back. That's kind of gone now. We're in year 3 of that. However, the transfer portal, I'm gonna say it again, it's only affecting those people that's all like this in the transfer portal. It's not affecting high school athletes. So if your junior or senior has not yet been evaluated, scouted, or recruited, more importantly, by one of these Division I programs, transfer portal is not your problem. The transfer portal is not a hindrance for your athlete because they aren't even being recruited, evaluated, or scouted by that level. So now for those individuals that go into the transfer portal that's already at a Division I level or possibly at a Division II level, right? Now, some of them are getting recycled. But what a lot of people don't talk about is the number of athletes that get stuck in the portal and they never play basketball again. That's those individuals that's already playing somewhere. So here's how it happens. So now that transfer portal, right? Your high school athlete that you're probably saying is hurting my kids' recruitment because of the transfer portal. You're just listening to what other people are saying, but other people haven't really thought this through or they really don't know what's really going on. So now your athlete, high school level, they're looking at the portal. Well, they're not being recruited, scouted, or evaluated anyway. So what happens now to that kid that's probably being looked at by a low major or mid major, those kids then get probably bumped down to Division II, possibly. Because let's make no secret about it. college coaches are still recruiting high school players. They may not just be recruiting yours at this point, with all due respect. But they are recruiting those players. So there are those 5-star athletes that's going to Division 1A schools right out of high school. And there are some that are really playing during that time. But now, the mid-majors, right, they go into the portal. They may wind up going low major. Or the low majors may wind up going, say, Division 2. And then it trickles downhill. So now the person that could have went Division 1, that's already being looked at, but then the coach sees somebody in the portal that was already at a Division 1 level or a high major, high level Division 2 or NAI, they're going to take them. But now that other player that's already in college, they may get bumped to Division 2. And now that Division 2 player may just get bumped to NAI. And then that NAI player that could have played NAI, those players, right, if it trickles downhill, those players may wind up, let's say, at a Division 3 or at a JUCO. And now you say, well, coach, you see, you said it go downhill, so the transfer portal has affected everybody all the way down to JUCO. Well, guess what? Here's the closer. And I'm speaking as a former head junior college basketball coach. Most of the players that just want to play, they're not going to last. Even on a junior college level, they're not going to last because they don't have the commitment, they don't have the grades, they don't have the discipline, or they don't have the habits or the academics to last. So majority of the players that think, well, hey, I'm going to just go to JUCO, they're not going to even last because they may not have the qualities needed to even play college basketball. I know that's an eye-opener. Whoa, right? But then for the other players that's capable of playing junior college, they'll still play. They'll still play junior college. It's enough junior colleges out here to where they can play. Now, am I advocating for junior colleges, JUCO? No, but I do think at this point, junior college is probably one of the best options for high school athletes. Always has been. Always has been. But it's one of the best options now for high school athletes that's looking to play, that's looking to learn. If your athlete is looking to play and they're looking to learn, junior college is probably the best route for them. And especially in the culture of everybody want to reclass. So people are worried about the transfer portal, but these are the same people that's reclassing. It's crazy. But I just want to put a myth to this whole transfer portal. It's not affecting your athlete getting recruited, especially if your athlete wasn't already getting recruited. If your athlete is getting recruited, they'll be fine. They'll still wind up with a scholarship somewhere if they have it in them. And even those players that those high school players that say, okay, well, maybe I can't go Division 2, NAIA, or I don't want to go Division 3. Parents, a lot of you athletes, especially if they have grades, Division 3 is an easy way into college sports. Easy way in. Because they're already students, and that sports is just like top of the cake. Now, I'm not talking about talent level, because there's great talent level at Division 3. I started out Division 3. Great talent level at Division 3. What I'm saying is the transfer portal is not hurting your athlete, and if your high school athlete is not being recruited right now and they're a junior or senior, then you probably should start looking at junior college so that they can get games under their belt, reps under their belt, experience under their belt, and they still have the opportunity to make it to Division 1. So I just bust the whole misconception of this transfer portal thing. If your athlete wasn't being recruited by a high major Division 1 school, transfer portal is not really affecting your athlete. It's not really affecting them. It will go downhill. The guys that were supposed to go Division 1, let's say now they don't wind up Division I and they don't want to get stuck in the transfer portal, they may take a Division II offer. And then that person that was supposed to go Division II, they may wind up taking an NAIA offer. And the NAIA person may wind up taking a Division III offer, or they may wind up taking a junior college offer. But let's stop it with this narrative that the transfer portal is stopping your athlete from getting a college scholarship, because it's not. And if your athlete is not only good enough, but if your athlete has the tools that it takes for them to last as a college athlete, they'll be around. When the smoke clears, they'll be around. But they have to have the proper tools. They have to have the proper tools. And that's what we do at our Hoops Master University program. We help athletes build the proper tools. We hear all the noise, and we help our parents and our clients relax, because it's just that all noise. And the people that really know better, they know better. And after all, are you looking to just go Division I or Division 1A? Or are you looking to have that basketball pay for your kids' education and teach them lessons that will transform and they'll be able to use for the rest of their life to make them a better person? You figure it out. And if you just want to use basketball just to go Division I so they can ultimately go pro, then you probably don't even need to be on this video. That's how they do it. All right. But you probably don't even need to be on this video. But listen to me and listen at me closely. I hope this helps. Share this with somebody. And listen, if you haven't had the chance to check out my free case study video where I show you, right, how athletes really put themselves in position to get recruited, and I even break down the 3 secrets that parents like you need to know as it relates to recruitment. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, go check that out at BeTheRightRecruit.com. Free 10, 12-minute case study video. Go check that out at BeTheRightRecruit.com. We're going to dispel more myths that you've heard and tell you what's really important for your athlete. All right, Coach Carvel Bailey. I'll holler at you debunking the transfer portal myth.